Azimio. Today, Kenya is at a crossroad, and you are intrinsically intertwined in it. It pains when I hear some of you in your social media circles talk of not caring about Kenyan elections. Let me tell you, if you don't care about Kenyan elections, the elections will care about you. As a matter of fact, if not all, most of us here are economic refugees. If Kenya's economy was thriving and working for all, you and I would still be living in Kenya. If we can get our politics right, my fellow Kenyans, then for sure we shall have sorted our economy. There is no other candidate who can do it at the moment other than Raila Amolo Odinga. To paraphrase the words of Martin Luther King Jr., there is two Kenya today. A Kenya where a few Kenyans sit around their living rooms watching Netflix, ordering items on Amazon, and flashing their toilets. And a Kenya where the masses have flying toilets, run towards a rolling petroleum tanker to siphon oil, despite the obvious dangers. Because to them, it is better to die doing that than die hungry. As such, those two Kenyans cannot be naively converge with the sentiments of providing wheelbarrows as our opponents has promised. Those problems, fellow one Azimio, call for a leader that is committed to fight the endemic scourge of corruption with both blood and soul. A leader who can dismantle the entrepreneur cartels so that the money meant for development can trickle down to the masses. That leader is no other than Raila Amolo Odinga. Wanamgambo was Azimio. Time has come, Azimio and fellow diasporians, to critically analyze our role in this coming Kenyan election a few months from now. Do we choose to become a political and let the status quo play out? Have we become change agents in our motherland, or we are enablers of corruption and political stalemate that exists today? The choice is yours. But I know you have borne the brand of a dysfunctional political system. Because of it, we send our hard-earned billions of dollars to Kenya in remittances to sustain our relatives' basic needs of living, like paying for their groceries, school fees, hospital bills, and funeral costs, rather than spur economic investments. It is not by accident that we are not taken seriously, polls-wise in Kenya, my fellow Azimio. Rather than acting as a collective united force in demanding change, our dysfunctional politicians have managed to divide us also in the diaspora into tribal affiliations. But never has been a leader like Raila Amolo Odinga, who has rallied us to acknowledge our diversity and embrace national unity with a clarion call, Azimio la Umoja. Unfortunately, diasporians, our conscience has been involved by a few of us who who have a false belief that the freedoms of speech we enjoy here in the diaspora, that the ancestors in this country fought for through thick and thin, can be used to trample on others' freedoms. Recently, you are aware, or your attention has been drawn to one blogger here in the diaspora who goes by the name Umoja, uttering despicable words to our First Lady Mama Ngina. Ladies and gentlemen, living abroad is not a nature to having traumatizing feelings that we are untouchables. The blogger should be treated as an isolated event. Otherwise, many of us in the diaspora are men and women who conduct our businesses with the economy. As Azimio, let it be known that let it be known that we have always conducted our business with respect to our women, mothers, daughters, and sisters. It goes without saying that the other side has sensed defeat and has become desperate, retorting to abuses. We also categorically call out our media houses in Kenya to be cautious and verify first before starting to label selfish individual comments from an individual blogger as being a representative of a community. Fellow members, all is not gloomy about Kenya. You can see the synergy for the change that is painted in every face of common Kenyans on the campaign trail in the pursuit of happiness, just like you and me. A lot of strides have been made, just like the just concluded diaspora voter registration. However, from what I witnessed when I went to register as a voter in Washington, D.C., it is a work in progress. We must elect a leader who has the will and the commitment to actualize it, and not put it in the hands of those who have opposed it from the word go. As such, what Kenya needs is a leader who has been a reformer, who can come in as a fixer and turn Kenya's that liberation, the economic liberation in nation. We need a Magufuli moment. And that leader is none other than Raila Amolo. Time is running out fast, my friends. And that is the urgency of the movement. As I conclude, brothers and sisters, let us knock on doors this election period. Call on your parents, call on your brothers, call on your sisters, call on your relatives back home, and show them the urgency of voting this coming election on August 9th. I conclude by paraphrasing one of these popular chiefs from Kenya, that it is treasonable under the penal code to even imagine Raila Amolo Odinga losing this election. Do your part, my brothers and sisters. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya. God bless Azimio la Umoja, One Kenya Alliance. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, my chair. And I think there is a lot of things there to process and think about. Kenya has come from far. We have seen leaders. was saying, we have come from far, but we have a long journey ahead of us. And our planning and execution is going to be very critical. As we transition, I know some members are looking around, trying to see who is here. Probably they expected ABCD to be around. If you follow if you are following closely in Kenya right now, the nominations are about to start. In GC and Emira particularly, the nominations for ODM and other parties will be the beginning of April. So most of the people that were expected to be here are very keen in observing and seeing what's going on. They don't want to miss a step. So they are there closely monitoring, but we will hear from them. And we want to all of us to understand that sometimes things do change. I can see a number of leaders, community leaders who are here. You know, as we live here, we also have our leaders who make sure that everything is done the right way. We have members from different communities who are here. Probably I don't know all of you. If I don't mention you or I don't recognize you, it's not intentional. Because we are men, and probably I do not know all of you. But feel that you're welcome and you're part of us. And whatever we'll execute, we'll do that together. I'm going to call a few community leaders, the president that passed. Then I'll call those who are aspiring to run back home. So just get ready, because I'll give you a minute or so to say something. And the other recognizable people here who will want to share one or two things. So if you are comfortable, you can come around and say one word. Our intention here is to make sure that we encourage people. All of you can make a difference. It doesn't have to be leaders. You have relatives, you have friends, you have people who you know who are connected, who can influence the people on the ground to vote in a certain way. And that's what we are doing. This is one of the meetings. We will do a series of meetings like this. This is the first one, because this is a critical time that we will have to campaign. Because we are not there physically, we will do it virtually so that we reach as many people as possible. So without taking too much time, can I see by a show of hands the leadership from Akia here in the house tonight? Past and present. Anybody? Thank you. The leadership from Manyagetinge, present and past, that are here with us tonight. I know I'm part of the Manyagetinge leadership, but now I'm on a different capacity. I'm on Azimio duties tonight. So anybody from Manyagetinge, present and past, any leader? So I will take a moment, because I want you to be representative of those organizations and say one word. It's not about you, it's about encouraging those people back home to go and vote for Baba. Our intention today is Azimio. It does not matter which party you belong to. You can be ODM, you can be DAP Kenya, you can be any of them. And some independent candidates are caucusing with Azimio, so we'll also give you a minute to say one or two things. So my friend from Akia, will you take a minute and say one thing? And then my friend from Wanyagetinga will say one thing. Then we'll move on.
Azimio? 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 Anyway, thank you so much for this opportunity. I know there is a care leadership here, is coming right there, Alvin. But I used to be a care secretary, so maybe I'll just make my few comments here. I only have some few remarks to make about the elections which are coming up in Kenya. We know that we have two races right now. We have Dr. William Ruto, of which I know most of you don't even want to hear that name, and Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. We know the history of these two people. We know Ruto is in government right now. We know what he has done for the 9 years that he has been serving. And also we know Raila Amolo Odinga. You know that Raila has really fought for Kenya since independence. And if I can just maybe touch some few brief history of Raila Amolo Odinga. In 1992, if I'm not wrong, maybe my history might not be right. Raila Amolo Odinga, they're the people who championed for the democracy in Kenya. He came to run for the presidency in 1997 with the NDP ticket, though he lost it. And during those periods, you know very well that Ruto was in government. And Ruto was working with Moi. 2002, Raila dropped his bid for the presidency to say Kibaki Tosha, and Kibaki won the elections. He has been trying to fight for the rights of Kenyans until now, this time that we hope that this time has come to lead the country. Fellow Kenyans, what I want to say is that this is the time that we really have to sacrifice and mobilize our community to vote for Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, because we believe that Raila can bring change in Kenya. We are here in the diaspora. I know maybe most of us, we might not be having even, voters cards, but we do have family back home. Let us root for Raila Amolo Odinga. Let us mobilize our community back home to go vote for Raila Amolo Odinga, because we believe that is the only person who can bring change in Kenya. With those few remarks, thank you so much. And I will just invite Alvin, is the current Akia secretary. I do not want to say anything about Akia because I'm a former leader. So
Thank you, Brother Jared. Good evening, Azimio members. Thank you, Chairman. My name is Alvin Oyugi. I represent about the community. I'm an Azimio member now. At the other side, I'm the Akia Secretary, meaning the Association of Kenya in Minnesota. Which is led by one and only Madam President William Cheno, our Treasurer Dr. David Cheno. I won't take much time here, but what I would like to say is this is the time for Baba. Whenever you talk to people back at home, please, let them spread the word. Let them just not sit back that we have the support of the government now, they think that everything is done. No. We have to go out there, we have to spread the message, we have to campaign all over the country. Even we in diaspora, we need to make impact. Yeah? You have to, when you talk to people, because your voice matters a lot. Yeah? Because whenever anything happens, from home we hear them saying, have you talked to the diaspora? We shall begin to a US signal. Yeah? Now this is the time, you have to pass the message. Don't even send the money before the vote that day, because everybody should go out and vote very early in the morning for Baba the 5th. The other thing, when we are talking, in the social media, we are talking that Dini Waseka or all kind of talk. But let's respect each other. Respect is a two-way traffic. Yeah. Let's just avoid all the conflicts I'm seeing on the social media or the WhatsApp group. It's not helping anything. So that's what I want to say, but to summarize it all, I'd like to wish you all the best. And we will still be having more of this. I'll just say thank you on behalf of the community and on behalf of Azimio. So thank you all. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ogoro, will you come for a minute, please? I can see former member of parliament is around. There's Obure. We recognize you. Na wale wengine wanaingia, karibu sana. Tunaona, tunawakaribisha. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. This light so I look the walk. Thank you very much. I think mine will be very brief tonight because today we are here for the launch. As you say, you call many meetings, we will come to talk. Today we are here for the launch. What I would say is that we are not here by accident. Hivi kwamba ulikuwa unapita mwingine akakwambia there is a meeting here, let's pass by as we go to a baby shower or to a party. We are here for a purpose, and we know Baba. To give history of 2007, 2017, we are here, we know what Baba stands for, what he has stood for in the past, and he has even won elections. He's been not been accorded an opportunity to lead. So I would say we know why we are here. So mine is just to ask you, because like a few of us went to Washington to register, and some of us didn't manage. If you didn't manage, you have not lost. Pick your phone, make a phone call home, tell them where to vote. I come from Kisi, and you will allow me to tell the Kisis who are in the room wondering. But that narrative has changed now. The narrative has really changed. So this time round, like me, I came the other day from home. The ground is good for Baba. And, you know, like our opponent, like we are wearing the Azimio Umoja t-shirts. What the opponent does on the ground is that they give you a free t-shirt and give you maybe 500 or 1,000, depending on where they are going. So it's like they hire the crowd to come there. But for Baba, it's not uniform, but Baba people come because of Baba. So I wish to let you know that unless things change, the ground is very good for Baba. And like we say, this is Baba's time. Baba's time has been there, only that he has been denied a chance to do that. So this time round, because even the head of state the other day, on Thursday or Wednesday, was at a funeral, he said, uongozi inapeana na Mungu. So sometimes you persevere, you keep knocking, and God one day shall open the door. And we believe this is the time God is opening the door of State House to our Raila Amolo. So there isn't much that we need to do to tell him this, to stop this corruption, to clean him out of this. He is a man of integrity who can take Kenya to the next level. Then from there we'll figure out. But for now, our opponent, for sure, when you look at integrity, when you look at the people he works with, when you look at the team he has right now, it is a team that has cases all over of corruption. When you see the team of Baba, they are, strugglers, liberators, and all those. So as we speak, our coming here, our getting God, our doing everything, waja tumtambulishe Mungu kwa pia, and then we do our part in terms of voting. If you didn't, like somebody said here, don't send money that day to your mother because she has not voted. Don't leave your mother to die because you want her to vote before she leaves. Waja tuwaelekeze from now, they understand what we are doing, mahali nchi inaelekea. So I wish to urge you, as we come like this, we don't have much to do, like, oh, Baba has to do this. For Baba, we need to clean up this. There is nothing. It's us just to mobilize ourselves, mobilize the people at home, mobilize ourselves here, show the support and all that. Because I just even don't understand when you find somebody on media saying, oh, so and so. Are you okay? Who reasons? Who does this? And you are supporting this man with all this corruption? He will even sell your mother's house before you leave the US to go and buy your land. So may God help us as we are in Azimio. May God help this movement so that we can rescue that country that, tourists and everybody adore. The aspirants who are here, who didn't come here today, I would wish to tell you one thing. Mheshimiwa is here, he's a former member of parliament. He was in the US, he made history, he went home, he won elections, he came back. Unfortunately, but he made history that he won elections. Since he came back, he has called us a few meetings, but I'm going to a few meetings. So when I go home, I'll go and clean up corruption. I'll go on senior I'll go on. That system back home for those ones, I've been there a few months, like 4 months. I just came back this week. That kind of thing will not, you can't wipe it out. If you are living here to go and clean it up, you are living here to go and nominate yourself out. So you need to go and live there. When it rains, the power is not there. You understand what it happens. But if you come here on a carpet, ask Azimio to give you to go and campaign there, you won't even see the dust. You will be told that the vehicle passed and the dust is rested. Praise for other people like you. So may God help us. My 2 minutes are gone. Azimio! Azimio! Itawezekana kama tutafanya kupiga simu nyumbani, kama itawezekana tuambie wale wapige kura mahali inawezekana. May God bless you.
You know, he's one of us. He's been a leader. He's been here in the community. He's been doing a lot. Thank you very much. As I say, you know, we are getting some of our people addressed virtually, and we're gonna invite one of them. We're in the middle of the speeches, and don't accuse me that I don't recognize ladies. I'm gonna do that. I'm not biased. I know men have spoken and ladies have not, so don't be uncomfortable. It's your time after we've been addressed virtually. You'll be the problem to come in. So, Mr. Kikwata, if you're ready, we're going to welcome Salim Lord at the moment. So, if he's on, let's go.
And he himself, I tell you, is still the politician today. And he sends you his honest greetings. He's still the politician today. But he sends you your honest greetings. But I'm speaking at a time, as all of you have been saying, where Azimio has been growing by leaps and bounds. Ever since he was running for president. As you know, earlier polls had showed him not in the lead because he never declared. But that has suddenly changed. And in fact, I can just give you a very small example from the start. Yesterday, you probably know that Ruto bought a number of shares and is a major owner of the Star newspaper. And they have been carrying many polls showing that Ruto was ahead of Raila. But of course, that began to change. And then, when the latest poll showed Raila surging ahead, they decided to kill that poll. You might recall a few years ago when the Daily Nation did that with a poll of their own. At that time, it was with Professor Wolf. They just suppressed it. This time, the Star. But somebody leaked that poll to Robert Alai, all of you know, who's now a very strong supporter of Raila, and he released it. And it has embarrassed our young men and should embarrass Mr. Ruto as well. But we as May, things are very good. We do not want overconfidence. And it's a very good feeling to see your hand because it gives you more confidence. Even if you think that, you just have to aim if you build and roll out. So it is wonderful to see always very careful. Not people can see a breath and such people again, right? And now, I want to mention what I have here. This is true. It is normal to say before every election that it is beautiful because their election is 5 years, the next years. What the fate that country is going to be in those years. But in this election, this election will not determine the fate of the next 5 years. It will really more decades. Let me explain why. You all know that unless we take two management changes, unless we take in the country could trouble around facts of the things have been terrible for a long time, quite now here. The pandemic and the lockdowns make everything instantly worse. And right now, as you know, insecurity on the land. And I want to read what the nation put on the front page yesterday. It said, the nation is staring at a humanitarian crisis of monumental proportions. The abandoned Rommel night there was a sudden effect of a crowd creating security that brought thousands of the livelihood across the rest of the country can barely live for people that they believe a home every day. These are not just words. All of you have many those complexes and you know the level of suffering that is truly unprecedented and that is also that must be addressed. And so I want to say a few words now about the role of Raila in this election and you know, I'm speaking from technician, very on the film. I have known him for 10 years, but it's been here that So I have derived so much of it that it made me something from her. And in a literal degree, how countries are governed, or many of them. And here I want to make a point about this election, because we have the first point is that since the election in 2002, from the Democratic elections, there has always been hope for a better candidate because of one principal reason. A candidate in all those elections by the biggest, the only candidate who has truly stood for change and for reform the downtrodden in Kenya. We have had very many good people in Kenya who run for high office, but none of them has actually had that kind of commitment. And all would they might have been, have made their peace solidly within the people who run the country behind the scenes. Now, the downside to Rwanda being the only reformer is, as I said, there is no other reformer that I know of who at the moment is able to contend for the presidency. Not one. And there hasn't been one for a long time. This is a big shame for us that we Kenyans have not been able to produce other reforms. But I also know that the system in place is just so tight and so insulated and run through the means of power that it is very hard for reformers to emerge. Rather, he emerged at a time when the system wasn't as tight as it became in the early 1980s. He was very clever, very resilient, and he established his reputation. And he is the one person who can bring about change. But this is his last election. So the person who's been giving us hope, unfulfilled hope since 2002, definitely unfulfilled, has no other election to come. And this time, if he doesn't make it, I believe our country will stay in the dark for a decade. So the law is riding on this election. A few words about Raila. He at any time would have joined those groups behind the scenes who run him. Particularly because he was so popular. Raila is the only person in Kenya in the last 30 years who has had support outside his base, especially outside his own base. But Raila has had nationalism outside the base. So much so that he is more popular in other regions, some of the regions, than the leaders of those regions are. That is how popular he has been. And Raila is the only candidate for the presidency who has stood as for elections outside his base. As you know, he was in Nagata, he's been in Nagata. The only person who ever ran for the presidency did not from his base. President Kibaki, in the 1969 election, 63 election, he ran from Maryland. But in 1969, he almost lost Gerald Logan. And he went back to Zion. So this is what makes people so committed to Raila, because of the support that he has based on his values. And we've seen in the last few years, in the previous three elections, 2007, 2012, and 2017, I thought he was going to win each of these elections. For sure. course, that didn't come about. He won the election, but his opponent each time was declared the president of the country. This time now, as all of you have said yourself, there is hope that it will actually happen, that he will win the election and, more important, will be declared a winner of that election. Now, this dramatic change that has come about, we must acknowledge the role that President Uhuru Kenyatta has been playing. I think many of us were very skeptical when the handshake was done about Uhuru. We thought it was a ploy by him, that all he needed was a virus of acquiescence to the status quo at that time, and you will find no reason to do any of the things he thought he had promised. But I myself have been astonished that Uhuru Kenyatta has not only kept his word, but he has been very active campaign to convince his own powerful groups in Central Kenya that they have imposed he has kept his word, and he has made every effort to support them. In addition, he has repeatedly said that Kenya cannot be run by just two communities. He has never said that before, but he can say this we had the hearing process. So we must pay tribute to President Uhuru Kenyatta for the role he's playing in this hopefully definitive step of changing the